This is Streetbeefs Scrapyard. We ain't gotta act hard. Sasquatch back, y'all. We flipping like a flashcard. Guns down, gloves up, but shut up. That part. Guns down, gloves up, but shut up. That part. Streetbeefs Scrapyard. We ain't gotta act hard. Sasquatch back, y'all. We flipping like a flashcard. Guns down, gloves up, but shut up. That part. Guns down, gloves up, but shut up. That part.
We live? Oh.
We live. Welcome to Scraptalk.
He's always in his garage.
I know it.
Good.
We got a show for you today. How's everybody doing?
Nice. Good. What's up, everybody? I'm Viking Warrior. How y'all doing?
What's up,
Crazy
everybody?
like always, you know how it is.
LB3.
Firechicken.
Scraptalk.
And we ask crazy legs. We ask Scraptalk, baby.
Yeah, that's why you're hiding in the garage. Because you don't want your wife hearing you and shit. So you talking shit. I get it.
Now I got hella kids. My kids gonna be up in here in like 5 minutes.
What you dressed up as today?
What we got planned?
What you dressed up like?
I'm a sloth. You already know.
I know you're a sloth.
Slow ass.
Sloth.
That's it. I'm a sloth today. You know, I'm feeling awfully
Slow
sloppy.
ass.
You know, sometimes he's like that.
Yeah.
I think you wore that last event.
I know I did. Haven't fought it in it yet, but no, it's comfortable.
Well, sign up for this one.
What the fuck are you doing? Nah. We'll see. Like I said, like I'm still recovering from my back injury. I'm still trying to.
What's up, Terrifier?
Terrifier.
Tapping in from Thailand.
Oh,
Thailand, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
might get a small boxing match in, but who knows?
Okay. We got some signups. We got some signups. You know,
it's irritating when people talk shit saying, "Oh, we beat Crazy Legs," but I'm just like, "You beat me in boxing." Just like doesn't count.
Well,
it doesn't count. Like, yeah, cool.
It is what it is.
That's like taking like half of my skills right there. Well, I can't kick.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. What am I going to do?
Yeah,
We'll see.
But if you don't do MMA, then they can make the same argument that you beat him in kickboxing or something when they're like, well, I wanted to fight him in MMA.
I mean, I'll do MMA, but a lot of people don't want to do that. It's just like they either want to do straight boxing or they want to do MMA, but it's usually not my weight class, you know? So it's like, is what it is. But like, like I said before, like I'm still trying to cover for my back injury. So MMA is probably like for sure not a smart idea.
No, I wouldn't.
Like
I wouldn't do
like,
that. Yet.
It's not hurting, but I for sure still feel it. So I'm trying to.
Even still throwing kicks has got to be a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can still throw kicks and I can still feel it. Like I can still
but
feel like, okay.
Having somebody lock your upper body up and twist it, man. Because I hurt my back last time I did a grappling match, and I couldn't do anything for a while. Like I was even not throwing. I wasn't even like sparring or anything for quite a while from it. It sucks. Takes a while to heal, but you gotta let it heal right.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to do. Try not to do too much. But, you know.
Well, guys, this episode, I was hoping that when we started off that we could actually go a little bit more into an intro about each of us, right? A little bit about, you know, what each of us do and our contributions to the scrapyard, kind of a little bit of maybe a background about what we got going on these days, right? So
yeah. So somebody start off. Len
started off.
Well, you guys know I'm LB3 and you know, got the name since I've been at the scrapyard. You know, man, just you know, really for me, man, it's been a real pleasure to be a part of the yard. It's become a little bit of a vice for me, you know, to get away and have something to call my own. So it's pretty dope. And so I thank Steve for that and giving us the platform for it. With that being said, you guys, you know, I'm a coach. You know, I did a little bit of, you know, boxing coaching and whatnot for a while, and football is my thing, track. So, you know, coaching high school track, that's kind of my thing, and football. So I coach at Cleveland School in Seattle. and just try to get as many as guys as I can to help hone some of the skills when I can necessary. More recently, I've been helping out a little bit at the Benavides boxing gym, just helping periodically get guys going there. But that's kind of the realm of it, married and 3 kids, and so happily, there. My children are great. And my daughter runs track at PLU, and my youngest daughter is a freshman in high school, and son is on his way and out of the house. So, just doing great things, and living the family life, and trying to keep it easy these days.
Nice.
Firechicken. So you should go next.
I should go next. Okay. Firechicken. I got the name from my obsession with the Pontiac Trans Am, the bird on the hood, Firebird, Firechicken, Sniper. But it was my MMA fight name back in 15 years ago or more. Like, I don't know. I did some amateur MMA. Been a fight fan, training, that kind of stuff since like 04. Training wise, but before that I was a fan. I've coached wrestling for like about 5 years. I've been doing boxing for probably since 2015. That's what got me into street beefs. Got a family, love doing family stuff, run the scrapyard, put on events every month, meet a lot of new people. Huge part of my life now. I mean, I've got friends that I never would have had if the scrapyard never would have happened. So I appreciate the opportunity to do that, and to have something to keep me feeling young too. Sparring and training and working out. I love that part about the scrapyard too. But
Nice.
Viking.
Hey, what's up? What up? So I'm Viking Warrior. I got my name because my great grandfather, he was Viking out in Gluckling. So I just grew out my beard for a while, so it just suited me. So I just stuck with the name Viking Warrior, and yeah, man, it just in my blood to fight, man. I've been a warrior my whole life. I feel like in all different, areas. So it just suits me. But I've been fucking with the scrapyard for 3 years now, almost 4 years, and I enjoy every moment of it. It's a lot of mentorship for me, because I've been in the game, and it feels good to be able to get back and to drop knowledge to other people and to help, everybody in their own journeys and their own, ventures in life. You feel me? It's not just training. Like I'm a full-time coach and trainer as well. So I love helping people in that aspect, helping people become better fighter and better, athlete. But at the same time, I'm a mentor and a mental coach as well. And as I help people get better, just thinking better and doing better, it helps me, make better choices in my life, because, we're human beings. We're not perfect. So my strive is just to keep improving myself, and at the same time trying to help every other person improve in their journey as well.
That's what's up.
I guess it's my turn. Shit. So the question was how we got our name, yeah?
Yeah.
So my name, it was pretty much my first nickname when I first came to Washington, because speed was my shit. I was into track heavily. I was the fastest person in school. That was my first gamer tag, so I used that for a little bit. And so
but you had another name before that.
Yeah, I was originally go with Genshi, originally Genshi, fully Genshi Romu, but a lot of people don't know how to say it correctly. So I'm just let me find something easy that matches with me, because Crazy Legs is something that's it was my first name, and I really enjoy kicking people. Like I said before, it brings a certain type of joy. Anyone who grew up with me knows, I was growing up jump kicking fuck out of people and running because no one could catch me. I was that kind of guy. No, but My 40 time, I'm not sure. Like I usually did the hundreds and shit.
That's
So I
what's
don't
up.
think I ever did like the 40 officially.
Yeah.
I think that's a good ass question. But my 100, like if I remember right, it was close to like 11 or some shit.
Yeah.
You did track, Len. You did track. Did
Yeah,
you
I
ever
did
do
track.
track, Viking?
I did cross country. I was long distance.
I did that too.
I tried track 1 year and I was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, I was a pretty good track dude, man. I ain't gonna brag too much about it, but I did high school stuff and trying to get into college and stuff and get some scholarships and stuff for that. And I ended up getting a scholarship for Oregon State and kind of just left it alone and didn't really pursue it. But I was jumping like 6'4", 6'2" in the high jump and going to state and was running 10.6, 10.5s in the 100 and the 200. Those were my events. And,
yeah, like I had like real potential in like track wise. Like my 100 fact question wise, my 100, if I remember right, it was like at least 10 seconds to 11 seconds in between that range.
Yeah.
Right. But like I was doing fucking 100, 200, the 4x1, the long jump, and the triple jump. Like,
what was your long jump? I gotta ask because that was my event. The only thing I was good at.
It was up there for sure. It was up there. Like it was like 19 or some shit.
You would have been pretty close, man.
Like no, like I was up there. Like I could have went to state, but like I don't know, like track. Like it was just really toxic for me because if I didn't like get in first, I was pissed. I was just like, what the fuck? Like I have to do better.
Right.
It was just like it was too much stress. Like I had to do something else. Like with fighting, even if I don't lose, even if I don't win, like I'm still coming out with a good a good outcome. Saying like, hey, like it was a good fight, shit like that. But with track, if it wasn't first, it was like what I did wrong. I have to go back to the drawing board, shit like that. It was just too much pressure.
Yeah, I think track. You're right. Track puts a lot of pressure on you because at the end of the day, it's an individual thing, and you're like it's not a race, so you're really trying to beat your time. And if any small piece of what you're doing disrupts your time, you're just all over yourself and you're all in your head, and you're just like, dude, one race can be the factor of like how your day goes, and you're just like, dude, this is over, and then you got to wait till the next event or the next meet, and you're just like, damn. You gotta stay
focused. Like the day I was supposed to go to like state, like the day it was like 9th grade. I was like about to take track serious as fuck. And like the day I was going to state, I was like trying to show off in front of my teammates and got this scar. Like I fucking broke my arm in front of the gate. Tore state. Like it was all bad. I was like, yeah, I'm about to take it serious, about to actually go state and actually do something with it, and broke my arm before it actually happened.
Yeah, a lot of people thought I was like really heavy into playing football, but I really wasn't. Actually, football was secondary. Track was my number one thing, but because my family was so in football, like all my cousins and everybody was just football players, everybody associated that with me. But then we coached as a family, and I've been coaching since like 1996. So coaching football all that time, a lot of people that associate me with coaching, associate me with coaching football. I think that I have some background in football, and I really didn't. I just played slot receiver, punt returner, kick returner. I played a little bit of special teams, and then semi-pro. But yeah, it wasn't football. It was track. But to go back a little bit about myself, you guys, which I failed to mention, and I'm so sorry that I didn't mention this, but Scrapyard, Peixoto, man, that was the put on. Coming into the Scrapyard, I was representing Peixoto, a clothing brand. My boy Fred Stewart and James Boog, who had a clothing brand, and bringing some guys together and sponsoring them, and then getting a few pieces starting out back in the day with the Turco brothers and Rashad Shrugs, and then it kind of grew. Once Jay Gotham hit the scene, Jay was like, "Bro, we got to take this to the next level. We got to have the goons, bro." So we had the terror squad of kind of like the fighting community, and it was pretty cool to have that. But Peixoto is what we use the name to sponsor, and I forgot to mention that. So we do sponsor the Scrapyard in any way we can. We can also sponsor any of the fighters that need help We try to do that rather than sponsor a fighter. I'd rather just look at helping them out the best way we can, any way we can, as a part of the scrapyard now.
Oh yeah, man. I want to bring on our guest. He's been sitting in the back waiting. So I'm gonna bring him on. A lot of us back in the day watched WCW and got a WCW, WWF, WWE veteran, also 4-time world champion prior to his and all of that. Ernest the Cat Miller, welcome to the
Ernest
show.
Miller, let's go.
What's up, man? What's up, guys?
Man.
Homage, brother, homage.
I heard you young guys talking about being tired, running track. Man, what the hell are y'all talking about? Track was the easiest sport out there.
Man, it was easy, but not psychologically.
But remember now, the track was and it still is a team sport now, right?
In some aspects, I believe that.
Yeah, it's a team sport.
Right. Yeah, you're right by the points and shit.
Yeah, so I thought it was a team sport, man. But all you guys look good, man. You guys look like y'all know what y'all doing.
Man, we don't look as good as you, man. I'm over here tripping like, dude. I watched you for so long, and I'm like, my guy, you look young. You look like you're still in the game.
you know why? Because I have karate schools, and I have a lot of young guys in there. I stay around the young guys and try to stay, in their lives and kind of mentor these guys. So, I do a lot of that. They keep me going. I need to get me something to smoke. I see my boy back there puffing and smoking. What you got right there? Let me go light me up something.
Yeah. Do your thing. Yes, sir.
You gotta do.
We up here in the Northwest, so it's about everybody up here.
Oh yeah, is it? Wow.
Yeah, we medical. I'm medical, so it's a different thing for me.
But whatever you guys are doing, man, I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of the backyard stuff, man. I mean, it's fun. I watch. It's very creative. I really like it.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, boss.
Like it.
Glad to have you watching, man. So, Ernest, let's hear a little bit about your past. 4-time world champion.
Yeah, 4-time kickboxing world champion, tournament world champion. A lot of people tell you I was the first UFC winner, but it wasn't registered at the UFC. It was just mixed martial arts. And we did it here in Atlanta in front of Dana White and Eric Bischoff and a lot of people like that. But I went into pro wrestling instead of into what turned out to be the UFC with Dana White.
Nice.
And that played heavily into your character in the WCW, the karate background.
It did. Because I think WCW wanted to kind of bring me in as a real fighter, as a real kickboxing martial artist, and mix it with the pro wrestling world. Mm-hmm. And once they mixed it too, they were gonna then start sending me over to K1 and start. I was gonna do both. I was gonna fight real, and then I was gonna wrestle at the same time. But once I got into pro wrestling, they said we need to keep you here. We don't need to send you over to get beat up by these guys that's not making any money.
Facts. Yeah. And quick question about money. Were they paying well back then?
Oh man, my goodness. You know what? Terrible. They were paying really good back then. It was like the best of the best. But right now I hear it's back up there. For a little while when WWE took over WCW and it wasn't nothing but Vince McMahon, he was paying people like shit, man. He wasn't paying nobody nothing. But then now they got to compete with what's out there. So these young guys are getting paid pretty good money.
That's good.
Good, yeah.
That's good to know for the up and coming.
Yeah.
And for a young cat to get into professional wrestling, what would be a good outlet for them to, approach?
Man, you know what? I think if somebody want to do it, you got to have personality, of course.
Yeah.
And the first thing you got to learn to do it. You got like it's just like I heard you guys talking about track. A lot of people think just because they can run fast, they can go and be on the track team, or they can jump for. It's totally different when you out there doing that stuff.
Yeah, that's
Wrestling
right.
is the same thing. We see a lot of guys out there doing wrestling in the backyard, and they think they can go on TV and do the same. You know what? It's something to it. You got to add a little bit more once you get on TV. So the best way to do that is go learn how to wrestle. Go to the school and learn how to wrestle. And then it become just like dancing.
How much time do you invest putting into the showmanship of it, though?
Man, you know what? The training part, I put a little time into it. I learned on the run. Once I got into the business, they threw me on TV because they needed somebody who could kick, a karate guy. So they threw me in. So I learned everything on the road. I was working with people like Hogan, Macho Man, NWO.
Nice.
I was learning, but I was with these guys, because I was kind of entertaining. I could talk to people and it just showed up on camera.
Nice.
So who idea was it to come up? Oh, say that again.
How long have you been training overall?
Man, it's kind of funny. I trained about maybe 2 to 3 years, but I was on the road training. I was doing live TV. So if I fucked up, I just fucked up. Everybody got to see me fuck up. But who give a damn? Like, we don't care what the fans think. If you fuck up, they don't know you fucked up. How many of you guys been in a fight where you didn't fuck up something in a fight?
Right.
Yeah. Mistakes happen.
Yeah. So I'd say about 2 years, but I've been doing it now for about maybe 20 years, and it's easy now. But now I have to learn to put it with the younger guys. Like every now and then, I just did a show in Australia, and I wrestled a guy that was 25, 26, and his dreams of becoming a big name wrestler. So I just had to learn to work with those guys to keep everybody safe.
And that was just a week ago or something, right?
Yeah, that was last week. And then I worked this past weekend in Ohio in front of like 10,000 people. And it was supposed to be like a small show, an indie show, but it had 10,000 fans there.
Jeez. Is that the one you got the picture with Daniel Bryan?
Yeah. Now, Daniel Bryan was with AEW.
Yep.
And I told him about you guys, man, and I told him how I'm watching it, that we're going to be on your podcast. He told me to tell you guys good luck and hello.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So
thank you.
Real quick about Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson. He actually came from Aberdeen, Washington. I went to high school with the guy. Before I did backyard fighting, I did backyard wrestling. So we tried to emulate what we saw on TV, WCW, WWF back then. And we had our own personas. We did our own finishing moves. We didn't film any of it. Cameras back in the 2000s weren't like they are now. Everyone's got a cell phone. But one time, Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan, they were like a different organization than us. We all got together and we did a co-event. And I got a chance to do a backyard WWE style wrestling match against, one of the biggest names I think ever in wrestling. And anyway, Ernest reminded him
this just a piece of candy. Y'all don't get mad at me. I'm not trying to start no shit with you young boys now. I just got to have a piece of chocolate.
Candy.
It's
how many milligrams?
Back in the day, man, when I was growing up, we had people that used to smoke, right? And I did not smoke or drink until one day my friend said, "Man, I'm glad you don't smoke or drink." He said, "Why?" I said, "You already fucking crazy. Just think what you'll be like if you did these drugs, And it's kind of fun. It probably would have calmed me down, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That would have changed the show.
To change that, it would have been the cat. It would have been something like the smooth dog.
Yeah, smooth dog. Cat. They call him Cat Daddy. They better call you Cat Daddy.
Daddy.
Boy, I like you. What's your name? The Viking Warrior. I like you, baby. So what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do out there? You a fighter, a promoter?
Yeah.
Tell me
I'm a
about
fighter.
it.
I'm the
Oh yeah.
I'm the champ. Yeah, I'm
So-
the kickboxing and boxing champ 185.
So how did you get into it? How did you get started?
I started with the scrapyard. I started right around COVID. So I was doing amateur I was doing Golden Gloves boxing, and in the middle of it, everything got shut down in USA Boxing. So then I went and found the scrapyard, and I've been here ever since. And I'm older now. I'm 36, so I missed my chance to turn pro. But I'm about to turn pro this year, though. Yeah, I'm gonna turn pro this year.
Let me tell you something. I was in the same position when pro wrestling came to me. I was already a world karate champion, but I was 35 years old, and they came to me, and I thought about I need this. I can take care of my family. Yeah. I didn't think about I was too old, I was too this. Man, I went out there and it was an opportunity. So I left, I jumped out there and I tried it. And I'm glad I tried, because you know what I realized? I was still athletic, but then I had that like a little older mind. So the physical meant my emotional being, you know, my thought process. And that right there, what got me through the business of wrestling and making money and doing everything, because I was older than a lot of guys, you know? But they still couldn't beat me. I still will whoop a motherfucking ass. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And I let them know.
That's how I am too. That's how I am too. Yeah.
There was a tag team fight that I watched you on back in the day, and I'll never forget it, man. You had the coldest moves, man. You came in and you kicked the dudes, and I mean these cats was huge. I think it was you had your purple and black on, and
it was Glacier. So that was my first
team Glacier.
That was my first time out, man. But those guys I fought, man, were Ralph and Mortis. These guys was like 6'6". When I first got in, when you see me in person, I'm like 6'2", 240 pounds. I'm pretty big. But when people see me on TV, they used to say, "Man, you look small on TV." No, those guys like Kevin Nash, Goldberg, Ralph, these guys like 6'6", man. I mean, cut up, muscles up, and just huge. So what happened with that? That was my first day out, because it was a karate program that they were doing. But one of the only karate guy that they had in there was Glacier. But Glacier got hurt in practice. He popped his knee out of place, so he couldn't do any kicks. And this was their first night on TV. So they said, "We need you to just go out and throw a few kicks." So I said, "Okay, I can do that."
And you kicked you came straight in and you kicked that. I think out who it was he was humongous. But the first thing you did was you dropped him, man, and you dropped another guy with another kick. And I'm thinking, man, this dude, his kicks are amazing. And you had like this really low center of gravity to yourself.
Yeah, nice. I was Ernest Miller then, but after that, they started calling me the Cat, because you were right. Those was not wrestling kicks. If you go back and look at that, was real kicking out there, real karate kicks. Right. And these guys were taking the kicks and flying all over the place. And when we got through with that, man, the guy said, "Man, he's faster than what we thought," you know. So I went to, like I said, I was in Australia. I practice karate about 5 nights a week. I teach a class. I got karate school. I teach young guys. So, you know, I still train. So when I went into this match, the guy in Australia, the guy was about 26, big guy, athletic guy. Well, I told him what I wanted to do. I said, "I'm going to throw 2 kicks." And I was like, he said, "What you want me to do?" I said, "Just don't block the kick. Don't try to block the kick. Just go with the kick." And he was like, "Okay." So I thought this guy was looking at me like, this old guy can't do anything. Once he finished taking the kicks, when we got to the back, the first thing he said is, "Damn, your kicks are fast." He said, "They're fast. I didn't expect for them to come there." He said, "I could not block the kicks if I could have." I said, "What you could have done is open yourself up. Let me hit the spots. I'm not gonna kill you. I just see the target and I make contact. It's just like you, Warrior. When you see mitts and you people hold mitts for you, that's
Yeah.
right there is target practice, right? It's hard to hit a
Facts.
motherfucker. It's hard to hit somebody, you know, across the face, upside the head, or to the body. It's hard to hit target.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah.
Now, what about
Steve?
speaking about Goldberg? Now, it was a little bit of controversy that you were one of the first people to beat him ever.
Well, it wasn't really. I didn't beat him on TV.
Okay.
I beat him in what they call a dark match. You know, and it was not supposed to ever get out. You know, I'm on tip. You know, so it was just a good match. But I knew once he got on TV, man, this guy he's incredible still, man. If you see this guy, man, the way he's built, and he's very athletic. See, that was one thing I learned by playing pro football. I too did like you guys did. I ran track. I ran the 100-yard dash. We were running the dash then. I ran the ran the quarter. You know, I played football. I played basketball. So I was very athletic. So I've seen a lot of athletes, but when you get into pro wrestling, that world out there, man, these guys are incredible because some of them coming from another background. Like Lex Luger played pro football, Goldberg was pro football. Now, when you see these guys in the ring, they just incredible, man, the way they can move and what they can do. Scott Steiner, I don't know if y'all know him, Big Papa Pump.
Yes.
Bro, I've never been a muscled up kind of guy, right?
He had muscles on muscles.
Man, I took it on myself to say, you know what, I'm going to get in good shape. So I lost about 5 pounds, had a little ab going, you know, a little chest. That's just all I had, right? So I felt comfortable. I started wearing my shirt open backstage. So one time, you know, just walking around with my shirt open. And then I sat down and Nathan, you know, Scott Steiner walked in with his shirt off. Then Lex Luger walked in with his shirt off. You know what I did? I put my shit back on. This shit right here is crazy, man. I can't make myself look stupid. I'm making myself look stupid out here.
Yeah. Them guys is really big, huh?
Oh man, they big and like he said, muscle on top of muscle, man. But I like what you guys do. I'm gonna tell you what I used to do when I got into pro wrestling. It means start watching it. It used to come on late here in Atlanta, like at 1 o'clock in the morning, and stay on it like 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's so not like WCW or WWE, they show the territory. So you got to see a lot of different wrestlers that you wouldn't see like on regular TV. So that what drew me in because you got to see stuff that the Moon Man, you got to see stuff that was ridiculous. You got to see this big old giant go against a little midget. You know, it was like a circuit, but it was fun. That's why when I watch what you guys do, as a fan, I watch because it's kind of, I'm looking for something. It's like different, but what the hell? Well, suppose they trip over an ant bed or something. Suppose they do something, they fighting on grass. But then I look at some of the guys and say, wait a minute. These guys are unlucky. This guy right here know how to throw a punch. He just dressed up in a fucking butler suit.
Yeah.
But you know, he could throw a punch, you know? And I would say, how in the hell did these kids ever come up with this shit, man? It was fun. I watch them all the time. I think I probably watch every fight you guys put out.
Man, that's awesome. Crazy Legs right here, man. He dresses up in something different every single fight. I mean,
what you dress up as, Crazy Legs?
Right now I'm a sloth, but like it usually just depends like what I'm feeling of the day. Like I don't think about it. I'm just like, hey, what's next to me? What can I wear?
The Grinch.
I have a lot of outfits,
Yep, he was the Grinch once.
What's your record?
My record is 15-5, I believe.
15-5. All right, that's pretty decent. All in the backyard.
Yeah, I have some sanctioned fights out too. Like for my sanctioned fights, I'm 1-3 right now.
I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear about the 15-5.
Okay.
15 is a lot of fights to win, but 5 is a lot of fights to lose. Maybe you need to move to the front yard.
Hey, Viking Warrior's probably got almost the most
23.
23 fights in our yard.
23 and 1, yeah.
23 and 1. See, man.
Yeah.
You killing folks, man. What do they do when they have? Hey, how do y'all pick y'all matches?
We base it on their weight and their experience. So we kind of evaluate like where they're at, and then we weigh them, and we just look at like, hey, these two are the same roughly. Put them together, and you got to fight.
Wow. So y'all don't have anybody coming from the city or from the area trying to tell you guys what to do and how to run the rules, right?
No.
No.
What do you call those guys that we have them here in Atlanta? Where they come in through the city, you know, you got
Karens?
No, not
Well,
parents.
here in Washington, we have the commissioners, but
the commissioner. Yeah, the commissioner. Do y'all have the commissioner?
Well, we got mutual combat out here in Washington State, so technically we can do this without any problems.
Yeah, they leave us alone.
Oh,
as long as they sign a waiver, we got everybody sign a waiver.
Well, that's not to keep them away. That's for other reasons, but
but that's part of the mutual combat law. That's part of, you know what I'm saying, the mutual combat law.
You're right there. Yeah, that's showing that they're. Yeah, you're right, Viking.
Yeah. That they consented.
Yep.
LB, what's that LB stand for up there?
My first name is Leonard. My middle name is Bernard. So LB.
So are you a fighter?
I'm the third.
Are you a fighter?
Well, no, I don't. I don't fight. You know, I try not to. Try to stay away from me, but every now and again I get the urge and I want to get in. I'm a more or less a trainer. I train guys, coach guys.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And he's a sponsor. He's a sponsor promoter.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
promoter, event coordinator, type thing.
Man, y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all take care of Crazy Legs, man. Don't let his face. He got a pretty face, man. Don't let him mess his face up, man. Come on, man. Come on, Crazy. Come on, Crazy Leg. You don't need to get cut up, bro.
It happens.
So what's your style, Crazy Leg? I mean, karate, kickboxing, or straight out street fighting?
My style is self-taught. My style is self-taught Taekwondo and kickboxing.
Now that sounds good, but self-taught? Who taught self?
I'm teaching myself. Like, if you watch how I fight, like my kicks are mainly karate, like Taekwondo kicks. But like, I don't have a teacher. No one has taught me. It's just me watching other people do it and like just at home teaching myself how to do it.
Now let me ask you this right here. Have you ever thought about doing it with a real teacher?
Yeah, for sure. Like for sure, that's something that's on like my list. Needs to happen. Like I need a real like Taekwondo coach, just like this, teach me like the fundamentals and the basics of it.
So are you throwing kicks in your fight, doing your fights, or you just?
Yeah, I'm a kicker. Like.
Hey, Ernest. This is Daniel. I'm in the back. I'm a producer, and so I just wanted to show you. We actually have a video of Crazy Legs. He won Fighter of the Year this year, and so I can actually show you.
Let's see it.
Let me see this damn Crazy Legs and see what he's doing. Crazy Legs. If you suck, I'm gonna tell you suck now, Crazy Legs.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you need to retire. Let me see Crazy Legs.
Damn.
I love it.
Thank you. Looks like my job's clean. The place is tidy. I'm for hire. Just call me. I'll clean your mess. I'll clean up your apartment. Clean up anything. I'll take care of your girl. Just let me know.
Simple one.
Yeah. Hey,
Crazy
Crazy Land. Crazy Land. I want to apologize to you for picking you out and fucking with you. Like, I'm sorry, Crazy Land. Crazy Land, if you were here in Atlanta, boy, I could get you right. Because you got something that I had that a lot of people didn't have. I started taking karate when I was 13. But before I took karate, I was a boxer. I won the Golden Gloves in boxing. And one of the things they told me I could do, I had good footwork. Man, you got good hooks. You got good, which lead to your back leg. Man, you look good, bro. Your ass look good, boy. You surprised me. I thought you was a little pussy. You surprised me, man.
Everyone thinks that. So like,
damn, boy, you look good, boy. You know, I had a call with Rampage Jackson, right? I was trying to get him on the Cat's Corner, my podcast. So I called him on the phone. One of my guys called me. You know who Rampage Jackson is, right?
Yeah.
So I called him on the phone. I never talked to this guy before. I called him on the phone. I sent him a text message and said, hey, Rampage, this is Ernest and Cat Miller. I want you on my podcast. He texted back and said, who is this? And how you get my number? I said, I texted him back. I said, is this Rampage Jackson? He said, yeah, but I just want to know how you got my number. And I said, well, Bob Sapp, one of our mutual friends, gave it to me. And he was like, oh, that's all. I just want to know how you got it. So I said to him, I said, listen, I want you on my podcast. He said, man, I don't even like doing my own podcast. But he said, let's talk about it. So I said, listen, I only want you on because you were one of my favorite coming up. And when I said coming up, back in the day when he was coming up, he was one of my favorite fighters because he was so fucking physically strong. It didn't look like he could fight, but he just muscled his way through with strength and punches. So I told him, I said, by the way, I used to want to fight you because I didn't think you could handle my kicks. And the first thing he said to me, he said, the first thing I do to take care of your kicks, I take away your front lead hand. He said, if I take away your front lead hand, you hear what I'm saying? Crazy Leg.
Yeah.
Take away your front lead hand, you got a good lead hand, you got a good right hand. So they can't take away that. They take away your front hand, you're going to knock somebody out with that right hand, and then you throw a kick from the opposite side.
Yeah.
Man, how old are you?
28.
Man, your punk ass need to be getting in that damn ring for real, boy. They done discuss. He's a good fighter, man. I no lie. I talk a lot of shit, but I don't lie. You a good fighter.
Like I found a good coach that's trying to get me right. Like he's telling me to calm down, not like take fights every other month, stuff like that. Like I'm gonna start like training for real, like getting down to basics, shit like that. So like I'm gonna start getting right for sure.
Man, you did good, man. And some of those guys you were fighting that they didn't look bad. You know, they looked like some of them looked like they was okay. They just got hit with something.
Yeah, like I had some pretty decent fights for sure.
I bet you won't fuck with the Viking Warrior up there, boy. That Viking Warrior look like Viking Warrior look like a killer up there, boy. Viking, how many people you murdered before?
17 last event. 17 in a row.
Oh yeah, he did a Shark Tank fight, 17 fighters in a row.
Oh my goodness. How many minutes did you guys go?
1 minute each.
Minute. Yeah. 17 minutes.
Back to back. No break in between. Just
how did y'all come up with that?
The West Coast, honestly, the West Coast, Streetbeefs West Coast came out with it first. They had 2 guys that did 13 opponents. And so, you know, I had to show out and do a little better. And originally it was supposed to be 15 opponents, but I guess 2 other guys snuck their way in there and 17.
So did you do all of them back to back to back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No break. No break.
I'm gonna tell you, I know how hard that is. I did 100-man fight.
Nice.
For a black belt, I'm working on the Oyama Kyokushin. They do 100-man fight. I did 100-man fight, and it's like a minute around, man. And Michael White was in my corner. Mike, you guys ever heard Michael Jai White?
Yeah. Michael Jai White, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my best friends. He was in my corner. And let me tell you this, man. I was good at first. You know, it's like your mind play tricks on you. It's like if somebody came out hit first, I said, okay, people coming out, they were just working with me. Then you get a little crazy guy who come out, and now he think it's time to pound on me, and that pushed me forward a little bit. So the next 5 to 15 to 20 fighter, I was knocking their asses out in 30 seconds. You know, but then when that 60 hit, man, I was like tired. Hell, they would hit me all in the back of my head. I just wanted to stay upright. I said, just stay upright. I'm not going to quit. I got 2 sons, man. That shit might end up on the internet. You know, so that kept me going.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Congrats on that.
I just want to tell you guys, man, you guys are doing a great job, man. And I really appreciate you guys bringing me on and let me talk to you guys, man. And, you know, I just love watching you guys, man. I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
That's an honor to have you
super
watching,
excited.
man.
I'm so happy that Steve had brought you on, man. I was a super fan. I remember when you fought Booker T, man. And my goodness, I was like, that was the one. Man.
That was the hardest match. You know, that was a harder match because Booker T and I are really good friends. And that was hard in the Goldberg match I had. I knew I was going to lose to Goldberg, but I used to do this thing to where I used to tell people I was deadly. And by law, I got to give you a chance to get away from it, to run and leave in the ring. So I used to tell people I'm going to turn around and I'm going to count to 10. And when I turn back around, your ass about to be running to that locker room to get out the ring. So I'll count to 10. I'll turn my back. I said, listen, by law, I got to tell you this. I'm a deadly weapon. My hands are registered downtown. Now, I'm going to have to give you 10 seconds to get out this ring, and I got to do it with my back turned. So I turn my back, and I count to 3, 4, 5, 6. I get to 8, then I kick the shit out of them if they still back there. Now, Goldberg and I were like, Goldberg was this fierce kind of guy. He's had smoke coming out his nose and everything. So he did not, the one thing he did not want to do that he thought he was going to do in the ring like Booker T did is when we had to stare down, he was going to start to laugh because people know how I talk a lot of shit and I play a lot. He was like, man, don't make me laugh, man. That'll ruin everything. So, you know, to have a good match with people like Booker T and Goldberg, man, was pretty hard, but it was fun. It's like we all friends, you know, brothers. So we on the road working like that, man. So let me ask you this before I go. Who is the leader of the whole thing? Who run the whole thing?
Fried-Chicken.
Fried-Chicken is like y'all Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Cheap bastard. Nah, just playing.
I told you I would take Minnie. Eric Bischoff. We're not gonna do
Okay, all right. Let me hold on. Hey, Fried-Chicken, I'm sorry, man. Let me go back and say he's a small Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff, man, but you know what? Believe it or not, Vince McMahon is a very smart dude. I know it's some bullshit out there now that he was doing, you know, but Eric Bischoff was even a good guy to do it.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna call you Fried-Chicken. Come on, Viking, help me out, man. I'm an old man.
I like that. That was funny.
Out, man. Hey, y'all know when the black man get hungry, you can tell we can't hide him. I want Fried-Chicken, boy.
For real. Hey, we appreciate you on the show, though.
Hey, man,
Real talk.
Listen, man, I really appreciate you guys having me on here, man, and keep it up, man. I'm watching, man, and if you guys ever in the Atlanta area or somewhere where you see the cat maybe, man, look me up, hit me up, man.
For sure, man.
Facts.
Hey, and also, if you ever make your way over to the West Coast, want to check us out, I mean, always welcome. Love to have you out here.
Hey, brother, man.
Yeah, let's shoot you some. Let's shoot him over some merch and stuff, man.
Oh, yeah. For sure, man. For sure, bro. All right, then, bro. You guys take it easy, man. And it's really nice meeting all you guys, man.
Yeah, it's
Truly,
Yeah,
I
you
really
too.
mean that, man. Thank
And it was an
man.
honor
Yes,
meeting
sir.
you, sir.
Much respect, man.
Have a good
Yep.
night, man.
All
Thank
right,
you.
dog. Talk to you guys later.
All right, Cat.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow,
That was dope.
That was
that was amazing.
um
I'm gonna have to.
geez.
Yeah, I remembered that, dude, man. Dude, you guys, man, I'm a little older, so man, I'm telling you, when he fought Booker, man, and Booker T was like this force to be reckoned with in wrestling. You're like humongous, right? And you know, a lot of black wrestlers back then took a little bit of a heat because they had to have like the certain grit and toughness to them, and you would see it, right? And Booker was like that guy that you thought nobody was gonna beat. Nope, this dude's just freaking awesome, right? And to see Cat get in there and do his thing, it was pretty amazing for me to see. Hey man, Steve, that was great, bro.
Dude, he's got his own podcast, and he's had Mark Henry. He just did an episode with Goldberg. He made like just tons of stories, and I mean, super interesting guy. It was so cool to be able to get him on here, and the fact that he watches what we do is just amazing.
And if you guys get a chance, you guys got to check out that Glacier fight. I can't remember what two big dudes. I mean, these dudes were like giants. I think it was like the Earthquake or somebody, and they were tag teaming. And this dude's like 7 foot tall, and Cat actually kicks him in his face. And you're like, whoa. And he does this like karate stance in the middle of the ring and kicks another guy. And you're just like, this dude's kicks are unbelievable.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look you up on YouTube. It's probably gotta find it. It's probably there for sure.
True legend right there. Let's we want to award we have an award to present tonight.
We do.
And
we
this is something that we're
that
starting
nigga in here.
This is something we're starting on Scraptalk, is we're showing appreciation to people for what they do for the scrapyard, for Street Beefs, and let's start out with our first guest. Daniel, bring on our first guest.
Oh,
there he is, Mr. Top Knocker, our matchmaker.
Top Knocker.
Certificate of
Bobby
appreciation.
Lawson.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
that's
So
man.
we wanted to Top Knocker. We wanted to award you with the certificate of appreciation for your hard work and what you do in the scrapyard. In respect to, you're now an officially honorary matchmaker, brother.
Yeah, boy.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, man. It's been an honor, honestly. I love doing it, man. I love meeting everybody. I love fighting. So, man, it's just something you know what I'm saying? We just clicked.
Yeah.
That's
when we get out to the yard this next event, I'll make sure you bring your award. I'll have one for you, and we'll bring it to you and give it to you, present it to you at the yard.
Oh man, I really appreciate that, bro. For real, from all you guys, man. That's what's up. It really means a lot to me, for real.
This is the first guy to show up to every event. He's there in my yard at 7-something in the morning.
Make sure bring a hat for you because it's cold,
Yeah, and you do a great job, bro. The matches are unbelievable, and I'm so thankful too, because I know I get in and help out. I remember back when back in the beginning when I first started getting in, it was like gravity. You getting pulled to the matchmaking is like fun. You're like, dude, I'm up there doing it, and I'm checking with Steve, and to just be able to help you out and see you, I'm writing things on the board. You do such a great job with the fights, bro.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that, bro. Like I said, bro, that's like my highlight of every month. I'm just like waiting for the fight day so I can go and see all my homeboys and kick it with everybody. And man, I love it, bro.
Now you did bring a homeboy this year. This last
man,
month.
I'm bringing people all the time.
Yeah. You brought a contender this time.
And he's gonna be coming. He's gonna be coming for more. And I got another boy that's coming out, and he's coming for more too. So I got some people that are coming to bring some heat. So we'll see what's up.
Well, hopefully you get some good match maids for him.
Oh yeah. The last one, man, it was a feel out. I've never seen this dude fight like that. You know, like everybody can talk, but like when it comes to getting in the ring, it's a whole nother story. So I was like, I didn't really know who to match him up with at first. So I put him against a guy that I've seen had a couple fights already, and he did really good with the guy. And then I was like, you know what? We're gonna step you up. I got this challenge for you. And then we put him against a guy that was like, man, it was tough. That was a good fight right there. And
the solid level 2, like to jump in and have a level 2 like that on your first event, you know, that's showing some skill.
Yeah, definitely. And I got another buddy that's coming, and we talked about it. He's not going to fight this month, but this next one. So I'm going to be training him all throughout this time. He's going to come to this next event, and so it's going to be good, man. I'm going to have a good amount of people coming and fighting.
Top knocker fight team.
Just pressuring all your friends to come.
It would be cool, man. I mean, it's just like there's a lot of people that they still just don't know about it. And so, like, once you bring it up to them, and you're like, "What? I can do some fighting." When? And it's like, "Oh, here you go. Let's do it." And it's that easy, man. I just spread the word everywhere.
You do a lot.
I try to do that. Like, people say they're gonna come, but they never sign up. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm really excited about. I'm gonna train." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, just gotta sign up." I'll even like give you the address. It would come the same day. And they never really actually.
What I was gonna say though was I noticed that, you know, when you're matchmaking, I noticed one of the things you do is this. You'll match them up. You got your, you know, your ranks, you got your guys and their weight and everything. But then one of the things that I think you're really good at, what makes it pretty cool, is that you're looking at the grit. You're looking for the grit in a guy, and you're like, actually, is he a dog? Is he a, you know,
does he want this? Like, because it's not all about, oh, I'm a level 1, I'm a level 2. It's about fight IQ. It's about aggressiveness. I mean, if look at this dude Cornfed that just came in our ring.
Oh, right.
Oh my gosh, like that dude is a monster. But guess what? Hey, he has no like real training in gyms like that, you know. And he's just coming out, starting out. But his aggressiveness, he wants it. He's a dog. He's an animal. So I'm not going to put him against another this guy's, you know, he's going to try it. Like, no, man.
And
like,
you're right. He was one of the dudes that I think gave Viking a little bit of run for the money in the Shark Tank.
Yeah,
it was
facts.
I watch all this stuff. I watch it all. And I just take all this in consideration. I watch everybody's fight. If you see in almost all the videos, I'm going to be behind one of those guys. And I'm standing there watching every single fight, and I'm analyzing every single fighter, and I take all of it in accountability when I match up. So, you know, it's good,
He's doing
man.
his job even when he's not doing his job.
Yeah, not even trying to. I'm just.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. We got some good fighters coming.
We appreciate you, Robbie, for your, you know, contribution, bro. For real.
Man, I appreciate you too for coaching me, bro. When you coached me, for helping me train when I needed training, for honestly giving me the hope in myself that I was losing. I was like, man, I'm getting fat, out of shape. You kept pushing me. You kept calling me every night. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you know, I appreciate you guys too. You guys all helped me out as well. Better myself as a person, not just as a fighter. So.
Yeah, and look at you passing it on, helping other people. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going, bro.
That's how you gotta do it, man.
Yeah.
That's great, man. And you know what? Also, too, to say to which, though, I know we spoke about some things off the record about, you know, where we come from and how our past transcends into who we are now, man. And to know where you came from and where you are now, man, I just think that it's just something to also say that to commend you about, you know, is looking at.
I love it, bro. Hey, I really appreciate that, man. I'm not gonna lie. As a man, we don't get recognized a lot of the time for us coming up from bullshit, you know, and progressing and overcoming, you know what I'm saying, the obstacles in our life. And so I really appreciate hearing that, bro, for real.
Yeah, for real. Because me too. I've been growing up and being in the gangs, or, you know, being in and out of incarcerations and stuff. All that stuff was part of the life that some of us lived. And you live it and you wear it proudly, but you show it to the point where it's like, you know what, man, I'm a man and look at where I am now, though. right?
Yeah.
And that's dope.
Boy. Got to. Hell yeah. Daddy business now.
That's right.
For real.
Hell yeah, bro.
Stop.
We appreciate you, man.
Hell, man, I appreciate all you guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. Every single one of you guys have impacted me in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot.
You got any, Robbie, you got any shout outs or anything to anyone out there that you want to thank for, you know, your award and
yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's involved in Streetbeefs, Scrapyard, all the branches. You know, I think that this is just a great organization. You know, and for everybody coming as one big family and like giving everybody an outlet for everything and just coming together a lot of the time. I think it's really cool. Firechicken, big shout out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always opening your house, bro. You know what I'm saying? Opening your home to some people, especially a lot of strangers every single month. And that's a big thing. I appreciate that. Len, I appreciate your sponsorship. Not just that, bro, but you're being able to communicate with you every time you come to the event. It's always a positive conversation with you, bro. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Viking Warrior, I already talked about you. You know what I'm saying? Crazy Legs, bro. You've always been a good friend with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we're coming and talking, if I'm coming and helping out, if we're just getting working together, man, it's been nothing but positive vibes between me and you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love that about you. You've always been a positive person, man. It's always cool to be around you. Everybody else that comes to Scrapyard, you already know how I feel. I love all you guys. I can't wait to see you guys every single month. You know what I'm saying? It's all smiles and love when you guys see me. So, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Top Knocker, it's all love. Know that.
All right, Top Knocker, we appreciate you.
Hell
so
yeah.
another question that was overlooked. When are you gonna get back into the ring, Top Knocker?
I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I am so when it comes to parenting and school and like helping all these other people train, it's hard for me to do this. But I'm not gonna lie, I did sign up for this bare knuckle shit, so I'm probably gonna go make a fool of myself and look like an idiot. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Fucking, I don't know, man. I just.
Hey,
like
we need to link up. Then we need to talk.
The knuckle thing is gonna be like on the main, the OG Street Beefs.
We need to talk, bro. I just. You know, if I can get some training in and time to train, I'm gonna be back at it in no time. Right now, my life is really hectic, bro, with a bunch of personal problems and everything. So I just been trying to get everything leveled out at the home first, so I can really focus my mind on it. You know.
Yeah. Facts.
But we gonna talk. We gonna talk for sure, Viking.
For real.
And other than that, bro. I really don't know. I'm excited to be training these guys that are going to be coming to fight, though. So
yeah,
I know that.
We'll see you at the event.
Yeah, that's going to be cool, man. We're going to see him. You're going to see him this coming up event, too.
Hey, Robbie, weather's getting nicer and you don't live too far away. Let's get some training in.
I'm down, bro. I'm down. For sure.
Barbecue?
Barbecue. Hey, weather's getting better.
Yeah, man. I'm like I said, I'm minutes down the street, so I'm ready. It's just as long as your schedule's flexible, it'll be random.
I mean, I got one more, just real quick though. Do you have any matches that you're thinking of already that you're kind of like, this is gonna be some stuff? You got anything coming up that you're thinking?
I do actually. I do have a couple of matches for this coming up event. If these people.
Give us a sneak peek. Go ahead. Throw it out there.
I'm not going to say nothing, though. I'm not going to say nothing. I haven't talked to nobody. And honestly, I've seen. Look, listen. If I pre-match people up, bro, I'm not going to lie, man. Some people get scared or nervous. And so, like, I'd rather just have them show up, be like, bro, your opponent's here. And they're like, no,
yeah.
Like,
how about this?
I like how you do that. You be doing that too.
Can we at least get one match that you think you would really want to see?
Oh, this could be hypothetical. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm waiting on, and I've already talked to both of them, is my boy Icewater and Young J-Ro. So it's gonna go down whenever he comes back around. You know what I'm saying? But over this time, my boy gets a little more experience in there because J-Ro is as a pretty high level, you know.
He's putting work.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna see, but I'm I feel like that'll be just a good fight, bro. They both bring good energy to the fight, bro. They're both the same weight, same height. I just thought that, like, that's in the back of my head. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Especially if my boy keeps going, it'll be a great bout. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because J-Ro was 6-0, right?
Yeah,
J-Ro
I think he's
6-0.
7. I think he's 7,
He needs,
bro.
he
7.
needs to fight Maliko Goon.
Did
I
that
think he's
Yeah,
6-0 in the scrapyard.
Huh?
Yeah, he do.
The J-Ro
He
versus
do.
Slim Gotti fight? Did that ever
Hey,
happen?
but I think Ogun's gonna be out of commission for a little
No.
bit.
Well, Malik's actually doing the pro thing, so I think he's going to be.
What about
done.
the accident that just happened with him?
No,
Well,
he's
that's
fine.
minimal injury, so he's
Okay.
coming back from that. But just in respect to his team and him and his venture where he's trying to go towards, he is trying to go pro. And I think that if he's really focusing on that, we might not see him for a little while. So,
Yeah.
I do have some matchups I can tell you guys about for the event.
Yeah.
These are matchups that are the fighters already know about them, so it's not giving away any secrets or anything. But you guys remember our lightest weight ever match? It was Soul versus Sanj. So they're actually signed up. It was boxing. They're going to do a kickboxing match this time. So rematch Soul versus Sanj. I know they've been both waiting on this, and that one's going down this coming event. Solo versus the Comedian kickboxing.
Why is that?
Nice.
I got the 205-pound Masters Division, meaning over 40, boxing title. So this is something that we're starting now. If two people over 40 years old are interested in a title, they can fight for the Masters Division title if they want. They can fight younger people too.
Ooh, Viking, that's almost you.
Viking and Vikings like two. Are you like 200 now? You like got to be 2 something, man. You're pretty big.
Yeah, I'm 202. Me and Crazy was at the gym the other day. I waited. He didn't believe me, but I was like, it's gonna be like 205, but it was 202. It was 202.
So,
hey, but I'm starting to cut down now, so don't judge that. You know, that was just me getting a little stronger.
Yeah. You didn't look bad though. I'm telling you, man. You actually look stronger. Your arms were bigger, and I was like, dude's been hitting the weights or something. He's like freaking big.
Yeah, I was. But hey, I'm on a good path, so I just gotta keep it up.
Yep, keep up the training.
That Masters Division fight's going to be Chongo versus Black Panther.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Nice.
I got a couple female fights lined up for this event too. We got Chaos, a newcomer, versus Spider Monkey, also a newcomer. She was actually supposed to fight Cherry Bomb last month, but couldn't get Cherry Bomb out here, so she signed up again, and that's going to be female Muay Thai.
Oh, nice.
I got a beef fight. I don't know much about these guys, but they got a problem with each other. They're going to solve it here. They both agreed to it. They both, huh?
What's the beef? I'm sure they told you something.
Yeah, I'm not going to go over their beef publicly.
Well, I feel like you should, though.
Well, I should, but I should also talk to them first and ask them what they like to be out there.
Yeah.
Be out there.
Yeah.
Because
I got you.
Okay.
You know, you could have a problem with somebody and you might not want that being public because of what happened. So I'm respecting these guys. And then I got another newcomer, female versus Volkova. And I'm not really sure on the style of fighting, but that'll be like 135 pound. It might be boxing. It might be MMA. It might be kickboxing. I don't know. So that's what I got so far. I got some other matches on there, but I'm not going to tell you guys who they are because I don't want people being like, oh, getting all worried about their opponent and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, is Flex leaving?
Maybe.
Who?
Okay.
But
this is Flex.
Oh.
Right.
I I just am
you
wondering
never
because
know.
I wonder if we go see him back in the yard fighting again. I know he holds a belt. Doesn't he hold a belt somewhere?
205 boxing.
Okay, yeah. So I know he hold a belt. Is he still fighting for it or what?
Well, yeah, we'll see.
So if
Okay.
he can fly back, just if he leaves the country, he can come back anytime. He's not just disappearing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes guys just take breaks.
I ain't fucking seen him fight in a minute. That's the only reason why I ask.
Yeah.
He's dealing with adulting and shit, you know.
Yeah, I know. I get it, bro. Life, nigga. It happened, boy. Shit, life is a motherfucker.
But if he do come back, I want him to do that match against Matador MMA.
El Matador been asking.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Look, I ain't been wanting to put it out, but look, every event, El Matador comes up to me with hands pockets like, "Hey, where's Flex?" I was like, "What you mean? Why you looking for Flex, bro?" He's like, "Cuz, bro, I want to fight him." I was like, "Are you calling him out?" He's like, I mean, if that's what I got to do, I'm like, "Why?" I messaged him, and I told him, I said, "El Matador looking for you."
I
Hey,
feel
I
it.
would like to see that corn-fed fight El Matador. I think that
Oh
would be a good
man,
one,
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah, I think them two. I think that's a good matchup. Y'all need us to line that
Yeah.
up. Yeah, them
Ooh,
two
yeah.
right there.
Is
That would be a good one.
you know that? What is he? Was he Russian or what? Not
Maxim,
yeah. Is he gonna come back?
maybe. He's looking for a roommate right now. So, but last time his sign-up wasn't like as traditional as most people's are, you know.
Yeah.
So he might message me, or I might message him and say, "Hey, do you want to fight this month?" You know, he might be okay with that, but
He put on a good little show, man. You know.
So what do you
Yeah,
guys
he
think of
did.
the potential matchup of Brickhouse versus Collywood?
good fight. Yes, if
Yeah.
Brickhouse would sign up, then I would say that's a good one.
Yeah, that would be. Hey, I was thinking that or fucking Collie. I don't know if Collywood and El Guanaco are the same weight, but I was like, those are good boxers right there.
Yeah.
I think that might be a good match.
Like they both
That
want
would
title
be.
fights. They both
We
want
need to
title
get
fight.
El Guanaco a fight this month because he's going to have some
If
stuff
they're in the
coming
same
up
weight class,
after
they
this.
both want title fight.
You know,
That's a-
Hollywood throws
that's
a
a
good
knock-
punch, and he's
But
solid.
that's a
with it.
knockout in the way. That's a
Yeah,
knockout
he's
on the
not
way.
he doesn't have a lot of defense, and he's
Bloop.
not very good with his feet. So
Okay.
we we'll see how that one
I
goes.
feel like he needs a couple more fights. He needs a couple more fights.
Yeah. El Guanaco's good, man. He's good.
And he got a good right hand. Look how he knocked out Canadian. Comedian. He knocked him out cold
Oh,
with
boy.
that straight.
So I went.
And I hit him hard, multiple fights, and he didn't go down. I hit him hard. He just cracked his ass. I was like, oh boy.
I went to El Guanaco's amateur fight a couple weekends ago.
How'd he look? Yeah.
Dude, he respect to his opponent who had actually signed up for the scrapyard at one point. But El Guanaco had a little bit of learning in the first round, and then he figured him out. And second round, it was over pretty quick.
Yeah, he's a monster,
Nice.
man. He's a monster.
Nice.
But El Guanaco and Chongo came out. What was it yesterday? They were like, "Hey, can we come out and spar?" And it was like 9 a.m. I was like, "Okay." So they showed up. We got a bunch of rounds in, and that was my first time ever sparring with Guanaco. Man, he's technical. And he's got good defense, and he hits hard.
Yeah.
Facts.
Right on.
So what do you guys think of just like potential Buddy V versus Razor?
Different. I would love to see that
Yeah, that would be a good one.
MMA, but that's got to be MMA.
Yeah, MMA.
Yeah, if Razor will do MMA, he always signs up for boxing.
He's only boxing.
Like, Buddy V does his box, but Buddy V
Yeah,
does boxing.
he'll fight him boxing.
Yeah, but Buddy V, it's like you were talking about your strong suit and everything.
Yeah, he's not a boxer. He's
not a
not a
boxer.
Dude,
boxer.
did you guys unplug my fucking internet over there?
Just teleport.
I also brought up that we could also do a mini event one of these nights where we get some people together and we do like 3 fights, but I think it would be neat to see it at night, you know.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Some guys
Hey,
like Buddy
y'all.
can't make it out to the fights, and if it was a night event, he would oh, here's something else too. I see these guys kind of going back and forth in the comments. Razor and La Reina.
What? Razor and La Reina?
Yeah, they go back and forth in the comment in the fighter chat.
Lorena would kill Razor. Like this is not
Lorena would mop Razor up. No offense to Razor because he's got heart and he's coming, but the skill level that Lorena's on is above his.
Like no,
there's levels to this shit.
There's levels. There are levels. We know. Some people haven't figured it out yet, but
Razor got heart, but like he don't got skill.
No, he's learning. He's learning.
He's
learning.
That brings me into something I want to bring up to you guys, and I feel this is really important. I think a lot of you will agree. So we get a lot of people that come out here, no formal training. They get in there, they fight, they see where they're at. They like, okay, I like doing this, but I got to get better. So we do barbecues and stuff, and these people like all they want to do is spar, but they neglect the fundamentals. They don't learn footwork. They don't learn head movement. They don't learn proper punching technique. And I mean, if you've got to pick those things up as you go along, or else you're gonna burn in these bad habits into your skill set. And so you know, like these guys that are like, you know, level 1s, level 0s that don't really have any training, it's super important that they're not spending the majority of their time sparring, and that they're actually learning those fundamentals.
Definitely. I feel the same way because I'm like, when I'm out at the yard, sometimes I'm out there giving a few tips, right? You know, and I kind of go back to my boxing days where I look at a lot of the training that I had to endure. A lot of guys are just like forgetting it. It's like throwing out the window. It's not like, it's like success overnight type stuff. Well, that ain't going to happen. You need to realize that at the end of the day, you do got to have good footwork. You do have to have good defense. Your hand and eye coordination, your head movement has to be moving. And these things have to happen. So I'm a huge critic. If I see guys on the sideline, I try to help them. And I'm like, dude, you know, you need to move. You can't just be a target. Then you say things to them that I think is very simple, such as like, getting your head off the center line, and they're like, what are you talking about? And you're just like, you're not ready, bro. Like,
yeah,
where you should be. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but at the end of the day, you gotta tell these guys the truth, the honest, and that way they can go to their gyms, they can go back home or wherever they're working at, and they can start working on these things. So us as the guys who have, I think, a little bit more experience should always be telling these guys be brutally honest with them what they really need outside of sparring.
And during the sparring events and stuff, I believe maybe we just do a little bit of the basics at the beginning. Maybe just to freshen up, just touch it up real fast, and then and make sure everybody's kind of on the same page. Like,
so something that we've been doing, you know, since the beginning. You know, we always, you know, before every sparring session, before you spar, you always be like, hey, you know, what level, what type. 1 second. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
So we always be like, hey, you know, easy, hard. You know what I'm saying? I always ask people, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, I got to go pick up my son. But, hey, I always ask people, you want to go hard? You want to go easy? You know what I'm saying? Well, I go on other people's pace. So it's however they go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could tell right off rip people that got experience, people that don't. So when the people don't, you try to help them. I always try to be the mentor. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in there and I can feel that, you know, I'm levels above this person. I can, you know, drop down and be a mentor and, you know, guide this person to whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? I try to give them tools to whoop my ass. That's what I always try to do. Like, I want to see people beat me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's the only way that's going to help them.
And you know
Is it
what? I
teach them how
use
to beat me?
Viking. I use you a lot when I am talking to guys, just because they're familiar with watching you. And I tell people all the time that if you want to be a great boxer, you have to learn how to work off the jab. And I tell people that so much, and they're just like, I want to throw combinations, and I want to, but if you can't throw the jab and you can't use it for the three main reasons why it needs to be used, then you need to check yourself a little bit and bounce back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Hey, I love y'all. I gotta go. I gotta pick up my kid. Hey, y'all have a blessed
Peace
day.
out, man.
Okay,
Peace
Robbie,
out.
you're the new
All right,
Viking.
Daniel. Yep.
What?
You're the new Viking.
You're replacing the
Congrats,
Viking
you've been
right
promoted.
now. Daniel,
We do gotta
Oh,
keep
no, we're good enough.
Daniel, change his name. Hey
Guys,
guys,
we do gotta keep the show rolling on. So there was a couple other things that I think that we were gonna do.
Yeah,
And
let's answer this question for Matt Taylor, DAD, really quick. He says, how do you guys feel about a guy who has a bad record, but he's fighting really good opponents, even with a bad record? Does the level of competition matter, or do you even look at that?
I feel like it really depends. I feel like it really depends on the fighter.
I 100% like
God,
when I see somebody
Robbie.
coming.
Hey,
look,
hey,
when
shut the fuck up, Robbie.
Look, when I see somebody coming to the yard,
God damn it,
and
Robbie.
they got look. If I know you, and you,
fucking come over.
Oh, we're setting a beef match right now.
Yeah, you're done, crazy legs. Get out of here.
I feel like Dad's like he's progressing pretty well. He's progressing pretty well. Like he's fighting hard opponents, but he's surviving. He's not dying. Like I was going out there, like I was messing around with Dad the whole time, but like I was throwing really hard. I was throwing really hard hits at him, and like he was taking them. Like he dodged and weaved out like really heavy ass shits.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's progressing pretty well as a fighter. Like he's losing, yeah, but as a fighter, he's progressing well.
I was really impressed with his last fight. I feel like, when I see Dad come out there, I see a steady progression of skill. Like he's getting training, he's learning off of his mistakes. And back to what he was saying about, his record or whatever. I think the level of your opponents plays a bigger factor than, your record, because your record ultimately doesn't mean a whole lot out at the scrapyard for like if you're looking to make a career out of fighting. What does matter
you're losing,
is,
but who are you losing to? Like he's losing, but who is he losing to? You gotta pay attention.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. His last fight, he fought a really tough opponent and did really good. And arguably, like that decision could have went either way. I'm just being honest, and it didn't go his way. But again, I'm seeing such a steady upward progression on his skill that he shouldn't be disappointed with how he's doing out here.
Right.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So what you trying to say, Robbie?
Yeah.
We need to move.
Yeah, we need to move on. One of the things that I did want to touch on really quick, and then I think we have an interview. But other than that, just we can't all, I like to always make sure that we have this platform to always address that mental health situation that we all seem to face with at times. We're always dealing with different things, and people are these days, I think, kind of going through what I've noticed these last few, right, are financials, right? The financial troubles. It's pretty hitting people right hard. Like it's tax season, guys aren't getting what they expect, or they're in trouble with things. They're like, hey man, I owe money, or I made too much money, or whatnot. And I'm starting to see that might be a little bit of a issue. So I just want guys to know, if you guys are out there again and you need some help, you need someone to talk to, we're here. That's what we all are. That we're a fight community. Above that, we're all brothers. We're family. And I've learned also with the scrapyard that we have people that are professionals in different areas, whether that might be in their workforce or they're in the community. So there's always somebody that might be able to help you guys out there. So I know one of the things that I wanted to just say is it going to Outlaw and Christian Hill. Financially, if there's people out there that need work, my man Christian Hill, hit him up. He always has some type of avenue for work or for income. So if you need some help with that, man, he's a great guy to kind of reach out to with that. I also wanted to say that right now, specifically as a company who hires directly from the labor's union, labor's 242, 292, and 252. There is a lot of work going on right now in the construction industry. And I spoke to a rep at the 292 who said that right now they are looking for a lot of workers. And so signing up in the union is a very simple thing. It doesn't take, a whole lot of college education. They're not doing extensive background checks, all those type of things that I think sometimes can be discouraging to applying yourself to get a proper wage, to take care of yourself and your family. So I would say, guys, if you're interested at all, try to reach out to the local labor unions because they're out there and they don't turn you away. They'll let you sign up. So, but back to the mental health. The last thing I wanted to say is, again, back to our bro, rest in peace, Jay Gotham. He was such an impact to us in our community. Dealing and suffering with the things that he suffered with have led the way for us to be able to understand that we are here for each other and we need to continue to do that. All right, you guys, that's what I have on mental health.
Thanks, Len. Very important. Talk to people,
Yeah.
You're not alone. So what we got next?
Do we have that interview? I think we had an interview.
We had two. Do you want to just do one, or do you want to play both? Or we got the one that has all four of us in it. Well, not Vikings replacement, but
yeah, let's play it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cue the interview.
All right, you guys, Scrap Talk Season 2. This is the interviews. We got our cast here, Firechicken, Crazy Legs, Viking Warrior, myself, LB3. The question I have for each one of you guys is this. If you had the opportunity to choose 3 fighters to join you in a 4-man tag team kumite match, meaning each person of different fighting styles, who would you choose to be with you? Let's start with Firechicken.
From past and present?
From past and present.
You talking about just scrapyard fighters?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're talking like they got to be like one's MMA, one's kickboxing.
Yeah.
Well, competitive.
I think like if I had to pick a boxer, just a strictly boxer, I would. Jeez, I'm first one's coming to mind is Golden Hands. I pick him. No disrespect to anybody else.
Yeah.
Because you're probably going to be the opposite team going against me.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Okay, so we got Golden Hands. I'll pick for kickboxing. I feel like I'm getting stared at here. For kickboxing, I'm gonna. Well, I can't pick him because he's on the opposite team. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pick Solo because nobody's put him down yet.
Okay.
I'm picking Solo for my kickboxer. MMA. Oh geez. Terrifier. That's a good squad. Have fun, guys.
All right, now we're on to Crazy Legs. Who would you pick?
For boxing, that's a hard one. Shit. I would have to pick. Can't pick fucking Viking.
No, you can't.
Shit. I pick Real Lion for boxing.
That's a good one.
Like my boy Real Lion.
Yeah.
For kickboxing, has to be Arm & Hammer. Like he's getting those KOs for sure. And for MMA, that's what it is. Shit, I was gonna pick Terrifier, but Steve already stole him. So let's see. Shit.
That fucked me up too.
I know.
That's what I was
Who else? Like,
You got. Let's go.
I gotta give it to Monkey. Like, yeah, I'm with my homeboy Monkey.
Monkey.
Okay.
All right. So that's a good pick, man. Good job.
No
Let's
offense,
see.
but
Now,
Arm & Hammer, no offense, but I don't know if that's going to do anything to Solo, that head kick. But
yeah.
Right.
All right. So Viking Warrior, who you got for your picks?
So, first I would pick Jay Gotham from present because that's my boy. Me and him together, it's over.
Dominating team.
So Jay, then I got Epic Tan, and then I'll go with for MMA I need more of a wrestler, a big body. Give me I know you took my Terrifier. I had I do. They already picked you up too.
Bro, I got you, man.
With Matador, I like him. He's
Matador.
an upcoming MMA guy, and he's, you know, I give it to him.
God, I'm glad none of you picked Pony Boy.
Now that was a good
Pony Boy.
Oh, yeah. No, you picked your team.
Pony Boy.
Let me give you mine. Let me give you mine. I'm gonna give you mine. Let me give you mine. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have to do this because I'm an OG guy and I love some of the dudes, right? And I can't pick some of the guys you guys pick. But for my boxing, I gotta pick Turtle. For my MMA, I gotta pick my man Flex. And then let me see. I know actually I'm gonna go Flex in kickboxing, and then I'm gonna take King Kai in MMA, and then of course you got me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'll fight it all. I'll do it all. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't done it yet. So we gonna get it. We gonna make it happen though. Peace out, man. We love you guys. Scrap Talk Season 2 coming up real soon. This is the interviews with my man Firechicken, Crazy Legs, and Viking Warrior, and of course your boy LB3. Hey.
Yes, sir.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah,
this is your boy LB3 Scrap Talk interviews, and I got my man Solo here. Yeah. So Solo, today the question is, if you had the opportunity to choose 3 fighters to join you in a 4-man kumite fight, meaning all different styles, which 3 guys would you choose to join you?
That's a good question.
From the scrapyard.
I would
and
choose
why?
Viking Warrior because his endurance is crazy. He goes on and on and on. And his technical skills, he lands his shots, he gets it done. He's excellent. Next, lights out because he has endless energy.
Yes.
He can go all day long.
Yes.
And then high speed.
High speed.
Yeah, high speed because he kicks like
crazy kicks.
Man, dangerous.
Right. And yourself.
Yes. Solo.
In
there.
Hey guys, we got Solo, man. This dude is amazing. He does a lot for the scrapyard. He's a part of the family. We appreciate all he does. And for that 4-man kumite, I'm gonna say that was a good selection. So
Thank you, brother.
Good job, bro. Appreciate you.
I like that question, man. That was good.
Yeah, that was fun.
So it's like this is the end, you guys.
Yeah.
So,
This is the end. I'm just gonna look really quick. Hey, March 23rd event, guys. You know, weather's getting better. Like I said, we're probably gonna have some barbecues here and there. Keep a lookout for that. Sign up to fight in the Facebook group. We got a good amount of people already signed up, but you know, I expect more. One thing I did need to touch on that I never got a chance to was the BKFC April 6th. This is the tryouts down in Portland, Oregon. If you want to be a BKFC fighter, you got to go and hit me up on Facebook or whatever. I can get you the information on how to get into that. But there's going to be some people from the scrapyard going down there and trying to get a contract with BKFC. So let's show out and yes, sir.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Shout outs.
That's it. Sing us a song, Robbie.
You get to go. Actually,
And
Crazy
sing
gets
it
to go
out.
first with the shout outs.
Sing it. This is the ending song. This is the ending song. Daniel in the podcast. Yeah. Yeah.